Hello, everyone. Sorry about last night. I was just extremely tired. I turned off the thing, rolled over onto my bed beside me here, and I was asleep in like a minute. So, especially you too, Raul. I know you said you got a thing from you saying that you were just about to come on. Again, sorry about that. Let's share this out. I gotta learn when I'm not tired not to go on. But then again, it didn't really hit me till after I went live. So, let's see. Share Facebook. X. And we'll grab the link and we'll put it in the Discord. Okay, there we go. Oh, let's switch that to live chat. Well, that's a little thick. There we go. Oh, we need that. There we go. There we go. Of course, we're going to be on tonight, hopefully for the full time. And I'm going to think I'm going to do a little something different tonight. I've been doing DC and Marvel obscure characters. I think I'm going to try and do a combining DC and Marvel characters. I sort of had a I've done this before, called merge comics, or comic with universe within my universe. Um, but I think I'm going to be sort of adding to that another, like a competing company. I had a name for it, but I forget what it was offhand, unfortunately. Hopefully, I think of it. But it's still going to be DC and Marvel characters combined. But last time I did characters that I thought were sort of similar in some ways. Like I did Superman and Spider-Man, and now yeah, their power sets are completely different, but they are the hopeful character of their universes. I think that's a way to say it. The sort of the center of their Marvel universe, Spider-Man center of thing is Superman. And then, I like to combine Iron Man and Batman. They're both wealthy and all that. And I tried to keep a little bit of their families within that based on the main character. Some way, some it went with, some it didn't. Um, uh, but this time I'm not sure whether I think some definitely really strange combinations. Like, and it all started through me thinking, what if I combined the Bat family with the X-Men? Now I know I think the Teen Titans and the X-Men have been done, but I'm starting with Batman versus Batman family. And we have Professor X as Batman. Bat X. And then you'd combine Nightwing with, like, say, Cyclops. Again, that's probably been done more because of Teen Titans. But then, Batgirl and who did Jean Grey. Iceman and Jason Todd. Tim Drake and Angel. Azrael and Beast. I've yet to think of who I'd want Damien or Catwoman combined with. And then, like, I'm combining Superman with Iron Man. Did I do who? Did I have I done anybody else? No, I haven't done in all. And then we got Batwoman, Oracle, Orphan, Mish and Manhunter with Thor, Alan Scott Green Lantern with Captain America, Wonder Woman with Black Widow, Hawkgirl with Wasp. I just thought these would be all unique and somewhat weird combinations. And that's what I was going for, a little bit of unorthodoxness in these combinations. You know, Adam with the Hulk, Joker with Juggernaut, Black Canary and Scarlet Witch, Flash with Vision, Aquaman with Mr. Fantastic, Captain Marvel, Shazam with Spider Man, Cyborg with Daredevil, Raven with She Hulk. For the most part, I'm not trying to keep family stuff or whatever. I'm just going with a little bit of unorthodoxness for it. There we go. So, anyways, tonight I'm thinking of trying to draw up some of these characters. So, if you're listening, comment down below which ones you might think out of the ones I mentioned that you'd like to see. Hawkman and Ghost Rider. Starfire with Mockingbird. Lobo with Deadpool. So Supergirl with Crystal. Dr. Fate with Sentry. Wildcat with Blade. Our Man with Black Knight. Arsenal with Human Torch. Superboy with Iron Fist. Wonder Girl with Squirrel Girl. Donna Troy with Tigra. Steel with The Thing. Henry Grimm. Or Ben Irons. Ooh, Ben Irons. I actually like that. There we go. Hmm. Oh, that reminds me. You gotta take notifications. I'm going to my notification. On my phone and yeah, there we go. Oh, well, hopefully I will be done this panel this week. Oh, I'm not as tired as last night, but probably. Oh, you know what? I have an energy drink here. I haven't taken. Hope I have it. Oh well. Guess I'll have to wait till a little bit later. I might buy one on my way to work. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so we're going to be coming down here. Not that far down. And then it's over again and up and over. Oh. I thought that was like a river or something that blue, but I realized it's like just trying to tell you how to get one place from one place to another place. Nine, eight. We'll get across again. bit by bit. Oh. This is where Insecto is going to become Insecto. I could be wrong. Uh, Now we're gonna have to show this building here on fire, actually. Probably a little bit of smoke coming up from it. Is I do like in some ways how my spiral and doing stuff does culminate in this building right here, which is the building that we have to be sure. Well, I wasn't even thinking about that when doing all this because we're going to be showing the fire trucks and all that go past here. Gotta try and show. I guess we're going to be showing them coming off right here. We'll show their vehicle coming off, coming on to here from up top. Not that you'd be able to really make it out, but hey, Alpha, it's too early to draw. Yeah, that's why I'm stopping in about 7 minutes. So, did you finally get that stuff done? Your animation? Because I'd be not. It would be nice to try and get page one done of Snowdrift 2 by the end of this week. At least page one done, and then no, I'm working on it right now. Oh wow! So it really took you a lot longer than you were thinking. You said it was going to be done Friday, and then it's not done till today. Hopefully, I slept. Uh, mostly slept from all the all nighters. Yeah, well, I've just got this little bit more to do on this panel, and I actually got to make this one building look like it's on fire or smoking. I'm pretty sure I can get one page done by the end of it. And it'd be nice if we could get 4 or 5 done next month, but what is that map? It is St. John's, New Brunswick. Maybe. Yeah, but right now I do know your animation job comes first because what is what is this page for? This is for Insecto #1. This is page 1. Um, origin story. I can read you what the first first page is. It's captions. It all started the night I was on my way to Newcastle, New Brunswick. It was just about to start. I was panel 2. I was just about to start my life as a married man. I was going there to live and start college, get a degree in the art of cooking in St. John. So that is supposed to be St. John, New Brunswick. As we were coming into an area of St. John, uptown area of St. John, New Brunswick, we saw a building ablaze and fire. So, against my wife's better judgment of saying we should probably get away, I decided to try and make our way to the blaze. That was panel 5. As we got closer, a fire truck whipped around the corner. As we got closer, a fire truck whipped around the corner in front of us. I think I changed that a little because this is supposed to be the. I gotta figure out what I changed, how I changed this. How is Insecto coming along? Technically, all the pages are technically done, but I'm on a third pass going over trying to make everything better. Starting with page 1. I just recently restarted it near the beginning of this month. With Canadian Shield out of the way and New Year, figured I'd get restarted on that, doing it in the morning streams. Go between this and lesser known Bible stories. So it's really going to be fun coloring this. So I gotta figure out exactly what each panel I'm doing properly. Uh, that's understandable. I'm going to use a 3D model reference to help me stay consistent. That should keep the ladies pretty. Yeah. Yeah, and that's something I got to do this week too. I gotta get what a good well. The Snowdrift one that you have is probably all right, although I want to make it better. Um, I want to do the other characters in it, like although we don't see Carmen, I don't really need to do him, but I need to do Yvonne Cirilla. No, I mean Irene Gallo and who Wilma Cox, I think it is, and Cindy. Need to, super Snowdrift friends are not super, so they don't be have to be as fit or as pretty as her. True. But that's going to be it for today. I've been going just over an hour. These morning streams are only meant to be about an hour or less. Just getting a little bit done at a time. Something I do before I go to work. I'm planning on making them look more normal. Maybe one can be chubby. Cindy Spencer is supposed to be a little chubby. I do have looks for Irene Gallo and Wilma Cox. Um, but I don't know whether I want Cindy Spencer to be chubby because she's supposed to be a reporter. That was not what I meant to bring up. Um, although I'm gonna get this a little bit better. This is a front look for Wilma Cox, who's part of it. This is Irene Gallo. And this is supposed to be Cindy Spencer. But I think I'm gonna change her up because she's supposed to be a reporter for a paper or whatever, so I'm not sure whether that was a buddy of mine that he wanted to make the put a BBW in this. And I don't mind having a BBW or a big woman, but I just don't think it makes for a reporter. She looks chubby. Hey, Raggedy. No, no, BBW is short for big, means big, beautiful woman. I think you're thinking BMW, not BBW. BBW. Yeah, well, yeah, Cindy is supposed to be, well, was supposed to be. I'm not sure whether I'm going to keep that the same. Those are her co-workers. Of course, we have Carmen Gallo, which, the husband to Irene Gallo, which I don't think we're seeing in this one. And then, of course, there is Recaro, which she's got a little, he should be a little skinnier. Again, I'm going to be doing a lot of this stuff better soon. I want to get this week for sure. I'd like to get Well, I want to get Snowdrift done for you. Snowdrift and Harass Christy North. Um, because you'll need those because those are important. Um, then it's probably next week maybe Wilma and Cindy or Wilma and Irene. You'll need, and for the end of the book you'll need Cindy because she's at the end. I'd like to do Rick Arrow in there too because Rick Arrow's on the phone. I'm not sure whether you want to show back and forth or not at the beginning with her talking with him on the phone. So actually, for this week, I'd like to get Christy, the secret identity done, and Rick Arrow for sure, and Snowdrift, followed by, and then it'd be Irene and Wilma, and then I just want to get Carmen done for whoever does this book next. I hope I can find time to see if I can draw the entire book before March. Or by the end of March. Yeah, I would like that too. Or by the end of April at least. Yeah, but also, like as as much as I want it done fast too, um, don't and not that you would, but don't forsake your real job at the moment for this because yeah, this will have unfortunately at the moment I can't afford to pay 2 or 3 grand or you know enough for one comic per month. So for 2 or 3 comics per month, whatever, you get my point. And I gotta find somebody probably to be doing the flame too. Well, I wanted to talk. Unfortunately, I wanted to talk to Raul, and I was gonna come on last night, but I ended up um, closing down early because I was falling asleep on the show. So yeah, definitely work, get caught up, get ahead if you can, even on your real job first. Like as much as I want Snowdrift 2 out ASAP, you know, I don't want anything to happen to anybody that's, you know what I mean. But I'm going to be back on tonight. We're going to be doing something different tonight. I was saying earlier, we're going to be doing some mashups. We're going to be doing DC comic mashups. I already have some that I've done for like a comic book universe in my comic book universe called Merge Comics, and I've combined like Iron Man with Batman for Iron Bat. I've combined Superman with Spider Man, various things. But I had an idea last night for a second comic book universe within that universe. I'm not sure what it's going to be called. I had an idea for it, but it started out with combining the Bat family with the X-Men. So that means Batman would be Professor X. So Bat X you'd probably call him. and then it's Nightwing with Cyclops, Batgirl with Marvel Girl, Red Robin, Tim Drake with Angel, Red Hood, meaning Jason Todd with Iceman, Azrael with Beast. So I don't know about Alfred. That's the one that I've got to figure out too. That's somebody I should put down. Boo. Boo to what exactly? And I'm combining Superman with Iron Man. Yeah, well, maybe that's what should be, but it's not what is Alpha. But I definitely have to figure out Alfred. I just don't know how he would fit in, Alfred, the X-Men. Like you could almost do Alfred as Professor X, Professor A. But Alan Scott, Green Lantern with Captain America, Wonder Woman with Black Widow, Martian Manhunter with Thor, the Atom with Hulk. I tried to go a little wacky with these. Joker with Juggernaut, Hawkman and Ghost Rider, Black Canary with Scarlet Witch, Flash with Vision. Alfred with Forge. I could see that for sure. It would definitely give a different perspective for that. I guess Alfred I found hard just because it was of Alfred's position to Bruce. There's no really person with that for the X-Men. Alfred with Moira McTaggart. I didn't really want to combine guys and girls though. Uh, yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. Like I said, I have a lot of the ideas. I have no ideas the looks for a lot of them, but it'd be nice to be creating them over the next little while. Oh, let's see which one. A Spider-Man. Who did I finally combine Spider-Man with? Oh, Spider-Man with the real Captain Marvel. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna catch y'all later. We'll see you hopefully tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when we are doing some DC Marvel mashups that are gonna be a little weird. So God bless.